Hey guys, welcome back. I am happy to say it has been much quieter around here and I can talk to you again, so yay! It's time to do some sewing. So I don't know if you remember last time I draped a dress. I had all kinds of plans for that dress that I couldn't do because I didn't have enough fabric. And I love how that dress came out. I think it's one of my favorites I've ever made. But I am still dreaming of my bishop sleeve dress. So I'm gonna try again today. I bought a lot more fabric this time specifically to make the dress that I have in mind. I also got a new pattern that I haven't used yet, and it is this one. It looks absolutely horrendous on the envelope. This is something I don't understand. Why does the example sewing always look so bad? Yeah, I think the pattern itself is actually all right, and I want to use this one. This dress, not all of it, but mainly the bodice part, because it has that tight midriff that I think is really flattering on my body. It has that crossover top that I also think flatters me. And I'm going to use the shoulder part of the sleeves and then of course the measurement of the waist. And from there I'm going to change it because I would really like, first of all, the bishop sleeves. I think this would be great with that. But also I was thinking a tiered skirt would be really cute. I haven't worn a tiered skirt since high school, and they are now back in fashion. I really like them, and I think it would go great with the bishop sleeves to make a little bit more of a summery dress. So the fabric I got for this is a little bit bright for me. I got this purple. Yeah, lilac. It's a lilac color. It doesn't actually look as bright on camera. It looks more pastel. This is what I'm gonna make it out of. This is a pure linen fabric, which is great. A weave, I like that. No stretch. I haven't decided yet on the length of the skirt, but I think I will just figure that out as I go along and just start with the bodice. So I already have my pattern pieces cut out here, so I think I can just go straight in and cut them out of the fabric. Although maybe I should do a paper fitting on my mannequin first, because I'm not entirely sure I picked the right size. I feel like I was in between sizes and I picked the smaller one, which may not have been a good idea, but if I know beforehand, I can just make it a little bigger. So yeah, let's do that first. It definitely doesn't look like it's going to be too small. If anything, I think it might still be a little bit on the roomier side, which is good. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out of the fabric now. It is the next day and I have the two pieces of my bodice finished. So I decided to go a little bit off book here because this dress or the pattern calls for interfacing and lining. When I look at how the dress came out on the envelope, I think this pattern is supposed to be used for pretty formal dresses and they look a little stiff, and I'm not going for that stiff and formal of a look, and I think if I do the interfacing and the lining it is going to end up much more structured than what I'm going for. So I decided to not do any lining and to use the pattern pieces for the interfacing to make facing instead. So I finished all the edges with facing, which came out nice and neat. By the way guys, how cute is this necklace? I have been wearing this every single day. It's from Ana Luisa, as is this ring, by the way, that I've also been wearing lots. This just screams spring to me, don't you agree? It's a little flower. So cute. So cute! Ana Luisa are actually sponsoring this video, and it's perfect timing because Mother's Day is coming up, guys. Don't forget about Mother's Day. And they are actually running a buy one get one 40% off sale on their website right now. If you're not familiar yet with the brand, Ana Luisa is my favorite jewelry brand. They make beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, minimal dainty jewelry out of recycled gold. They use sustainable materials and they are completely carbon neutral. So it's a very eco-conscious, sustainable jewelry brand, which I absolutely love. Their jewelry is pretty much all I wear, honestly, on a daily basis. And speaking of Mother's Day, my mom's birthday is always a couple weeks before Mother's Day, and I actually gifted her a pair of Ana Luisa earrings for her birthday. This pair right here, which is really, really cute, completely her style. She loves the long kind of dangly type of earrings. Every time I've seen her since, she had them in, which is a great sign if you ask me. So if you're still looking for a great gift for your mom, then definitely be sure to check out their website. They have lots of different styles, but everything is really, really cute and really good quality as well. And for an affordable price. Plus they have the sale going on as well. So if you want to buy more than one piece for your mom, or maybe one for her, one for yourself, or a piece for another special woman in your life, then that is definitely the perfect opportunity to go ahead and do that. I love getting gifts for the women in my life. From Ana Luisa, I have done it a couple times before, and I definitely will do it in the future as well, because their stuff is just universally loved. Everyone has loved it. I personally love their stuff as well. It's definitely worth checking out their website. I will have a link that takes you straight there in the description box below. Be sure to click it, go ahead and browse for a little bit. You won't be disappointed. I will continue wearing my lovely flower necklace all throughout spring because it is just the perfect accessory for this time of year. Thanks Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video, and now let's move on with sewing. It's time to start working on the sleeves now, and I think I'm just gonna use the sleeve pattern that comes with the pattern so that I'm sure that the shoulders fit. Adjust it myself to be a bishop sleeve. I haven't yet decided if I want to do a bishop sleeve that balloons at the bottom or one that ends in a cuff. I'll have to think about that. But before I do that, I can still move on with sewing a little bit further because I need to attach the midriff bits to the top of the bodice as well. I decided on a bishop sleeve with a cuff, and I hope I'm doing this right now because I've never done this before, but I basically took the basic sleeve shape, just made it get wider and wider and wider towards the bottom, and then I cut the bottom part of the original sleeve as the cuff because I assume that's about the right wrist size, and this way I should be able to put it on and take it off without having to undo any closures here. I made gathering stitches along the widest part of the sleeve, or like the bottom of the bell, so I'm going to just gather those until they fit onto the cuff, sew it shut, and that should be the sleeve done. I hope it's as simple as that, but I don't see why it shouldn't work, so let's try it and see what actually happens. now that the top is more or less finished, I am ready to start working on the skirt. And as I mentioned, I would really like to make a gathered tiered skirt, which is actually a fantastic way to use up all of the remaining fabric that I have. So I measured out the length of my fabric and I had about 180 centimeters left. So I decided to cut out 6 panels full width of the fabric. So like just straight up dividing the fabric like this, 6 panels of 30 centimeters, which will allow me to make 3 tiers, with one tier being just 1 panel, the second tier being 2 panels, and the third tier then being 3 panels wide. So I have all of my panels here, and now it should be really simple. I'm just going to make gathering stitches along the top of the single panel, then the 2 panels I'm going to just first join together, then make gathering stitches. And same thing for the 3 panels, join them together, make gathering stitches, and then I'm going to attach the 3 panels to the 2 panels, making sure that the gathers gather to the width of the smaller panel. And I'm just going to make my way up like that. I'm going to show you this visually so you get a little bit of a better idea, but it's actually really simple. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. This is not good. This is not good. And I honestly don't know what went wrong. I don't know if this is a design problem, although I think it is once again a sizing issue. I don't know if I will ever understand the sizing on commercial sewing patterns, but I chose the smaller side and it was supposed to be too small. It's so big. It's so big on me. I feel like the whole thing would be so much better if it was tighter like this, but look how much fabric. Look how much fabric there is in that little pinch. I think I could have gone down 2 sizes, maybe even 3. Although I must say, once I do pinch it like this, I like it a lot better. But it's just that with a skirt this voluminous and sleeves this voluminous, this bit needs to be skin tight or it just won't look good. If I let this go, it looks like I'm drowning in this dress. I don't want to give up on this dress just yet. I think this could be a pretty easy fix since it already looks pretty good once I pinch it, and pretty much the entire back is a zipper. I think I can just go ahead, remove the zipper, cut out all of that extra fabric and just reattach the zipper, and that should be a fairly easy fix for this. So I will get to that one day, but my time is up for this project. So what I'm gonna do is dress this up. I'm gonna just lean into it, into the extraness of this dress, dress it up even more and see what I can make of it. Because I do think this dress has potential. It's a little bit much right now, but I think if I make it a little bit tighter and dress it up a little, it has potential to be really, really nice. So let's give this a shot, see where we end up. I think the first thing we need is jewelry. So let's start with that. Okay, I do actually feel a lot better about this now. The minimal styling that I did helped elevate this dress a lot, and I actually really like it now. I do think this is one of those dresses that just needs something a little special. I feel like the jewelry really works with it super well. I could definitely do without the flower crown, but I just feel like it looks good. It's a lot of dress, so I feel like you need to lean into that a little bit, but also not go overboard with it. It's a fine balance with this one. But I have to say the shape of it I like much better this way, so I am for sure going to go back and trim back that flap a little bit here. That just is not gonna work. But if it's tighter like this, then I actually do really like it. And I think this color might grow on me. And I'm just very glad that I got to do my whole bishop sleeve and tiered skirt thing. Even though I'm still not 100% sure how I feel about it. It's just a little much. But I think it's gonna be good. Let me know what you think of this. If there's anything you think I should maybe change about it. I also feel like the cuffs are a little bit big, and those could be a little tighter. I might make a tighter version and do buttons after all, but I'll have to think about that. So let me know if you have any suggestions as to how I could improve this dress a little bit better. Maybe some trimmings, maybe a contrasting color somewhere or something. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed another sewing journey with me. It was really fun to make this dress. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more sewing, but also fashion, beauty and lifestyle content. Don't forget to check out Anna Louisa before Mother's Day comes around, and there will be a link for you to their website in the description box below. There is another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you so much for watching once again, guys, and I will see you very soon in my next video.